Vocal.
Vocal. Vocal.
Vocal.
Vocal.
I do like the vocal line on this. The vocal line on this. The vocal line on this.
You read music?
What do you think, because I'm a cop, I can't sing?
Of course I've heard of Star Labs. Martin was always vocal about the competition.
Random.
But listen, I can't pay like rent, you know, with freelance vocal coaching, so.
Gotta get her ready for her convention speech.
She'll need a vocal coach, a foreign policy expert, hair and makeup consultants, and a stylist.
Limitless resource of vocal and facial interaction.
You hacked the world's cell phones?
Oh! You try that again, I'll pry those vocal cords right out of your throat.
She's coming up.
Hey, chill out back there.
Them vocals is golden, dude. It's gonna be a platinum record for real, homie.
And just so happened to hit a vocal critic of the U.S. government. And the guy from the crime scene shows up at our Kafka-esque meeting? I don't think so.
Your voice.
No, I can do this cool thing with my vocal cords where I vibrate them. That's why I sound like this.
I know.
Vocal cords exposed to experimental energy blasts shrunk the tumors, but left them with a voice that triggers the central nervous system, induces immediate catatonia with the slightest
of another woman. And don't forget, I stabilized your vocal processor.
But I get why Collins went with Burn Love. It shows up in vocal range.
Push past the swollen vocal cords. Can't be gentle, can't be afraid. Back him.
I see it. It's past the vocal cords, deep in the airway.
All right, try and grab it with forceps.
Okay, hang on.
Perform.
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 I have seen you perform marvels, Da Vinci, but this is beyond even you.
I'm even thinking you could perform at the policeman's 4th of July picnic next month.
Or could we perform at your wedding instead?
My wedding.
Always check your chair before you perform a Riker. Perform a Riker. Perform a Riker.
Great set. I'm a comedian as well. I perform here sometimes.
Surfing normal waves is about how you perform when everything goes right. Big wave surfing, it's a different ballgame. It's about how you perform when everything goes wrong.
He agreed to loan me $2.2 million on condition that I perform various errands for him in the near future. Don't know what they are yet, but...
Look, we love to help, but we perform in front of a lot of people every evening.
How well you perform the presentation of the 7 forms will be a reflection of my abilities as a teacher.
It's not really the best time. Please, I've been waiting my whole life for this. I must see you perform the 3 needles.
2 minutes. Oh, I'm so sorry. I have to go perform.
Oh, that's cool. We gotta go solve a murder, so...
Wait, there is a procedure that could save his life, and you're saying you won't perform it?
I'm saying I can't perform it.
Please don't leave.
I know how to perform a lobotomy.
I perform hundreds of autopsies a year.
Perhaps this will jog your memory.
I'm an actor. I wouldn't be offended if you asked me to perform a monologue or cry on cue.
How is that possible?
We won't know until we perform an autopsy.
Don't you need a body for that?
Inspect.
Inspect.
Inspect. Inspect.
Inspect.
I am pleased to inspect. Inspect, yes, fine, but I hardly think you're the right person to authentic.
Okay, it is the same job as always. You go out, you inspect, you deal with the customers, regular drill. Everything's the same.
Yeah, perhaps it would be
best if I were to inspect this weapon with my own eyes.
As you wish.
Then we need to get our horse into their corral.
But how? You say this border station, they inspect everything.
Exactly. Everything going in, everything going out.
We have to meet face to face. You get an opportunity to inspect the money.
And they make everybody stay in the cabin while they inspect the entire ship. I mean, dogs, x-rays, the whole deal.
Somebody in the NYPD CODA system.
Well, that is a job for a computer. Ours is to inspect this man's rusty tomb on your bathroom sink. And as an invited guest, I'm perfectly entitled to inspect any items in plain view.
Oh, that must be your attorney.
The two parties are meant to inspect things to their mutual satisfaction and then switch cars.
All the casinos do. It doesn't prove anything.
Well, then you won't mind if we inspect them, just to make sure they're all accounted for.
Inspect her if you must.
I leave that to the brothel keeper. It's her name I need, not her virtue.
I'm interested in the village. In fact, I'm on my way to inspect the cottages.
It's not relevant for our purposes. What we do know is that the Overlord will be there to inspect its progress 3 days from now.
Dignity. Dignity.
Dignity. Dignity.
Dignity.
And no more. Tonight we take back our dignity, dignity, dignity.
It's better than here. I'm offering you a way to wrap up your affairs with dignity. Dignity. Dignity.
No one's ever treated me like you have. No one's ever shown me this kind of dignity and respect.
Crooked.
You do know I've got a GPS tracker on me, right?
Have some dignity, for God's sakes.
I love the smell in here. Reminds me of interning on Wall Street. You know, minus the dignity in the future. He said some really hurtful things to me. I'd rather stay here and work for Oleg and Alexis. At least I'll have my dignity.
The gods wanted us to have dignity. They wouldn't make us fart when we died.
Let me have him brought to the temple and buried with dignity so that he might find peace in the next world.
Enough. We'll go back to my chambers and speak with some dignity.
I can't go back.
And what happens to your people? You preserve your dignity and die standing.
If he can't swallow.
You know as well as I do that a feeding tube is psychologically devastating. It takes away a man's dignity.
So does dying.
Connect.
Connect. Connect.
Connect. Connect.
You having fun? I did connect with one guy. And my propensity for screwing things up overtook me. Consultants set up a Twitter for me to connect with the people,
That no one has to be alone again. Whoever you are, whatever you love, you can connect with someone. You can connect with someone. You can connect with someone.
Lost him in the war. Tarmacal is a way to connect to my past.
Fuck no, please, come on. Where is he? Just connect him, please.
Come on!
So here I am driving you to school thinking, it'll be great. We can have some, good conversation. We can, connect with one another. But here you are in your bubble, that I'm not in that bubble.
Character, the minute I laid eyes on you, I said, that's a guy with connections.
It is true. I can connect you with someone, but it will cost you $100 cash.
All right. This will get you to the Secret Service. That'll connect you.
Maybe for the CIA.
Does Brody have a connect with the spooks?
Yeah.
I had an encounter with a certain wingless fairy who told me of a failed attempt to connect you with your soulmate.
Operator, can you connect me with Child Welfare Services?
Good for you.
It's a place to hear other people's stories, to connect and find out what's going on in your head.
Arrangement. Arrangement.
Arrangement. Arrangement. Arrangement.
Mr. Wise and I had an arrangement. He broke our contract.
The FBI are not my buddies. It's a business arrangement. Business arrangement. Business arrangement.
We're married. It's a business arrangement. Business arrangement. Business arrangement.
So Alicia Floric, huh? Well, she works with Will. She's married to you. Must be quite an arrangement. Discuss.
So you're forcing us out?
With good reason.
And what's that?
The current arrangement is,
My name's Chess.
Let me show you what I got for you. You're gonna be a loyal customer. This weed sucks.
This is inferior product.
I don't think our business arrangement's gonna work out.
And why is that?
Wow. And you're letting a murderer go free to curry political favor. If that sits right with you, then maybe I should rethink our arrangement.
I'm just doing my job.
What was the arrangement?
Fine, but it's on your head tonight if a village in Africa goes without goat cheese.
You know, if you were my sugar mama, what would our arrangement be?
Original. 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 Original.
Original.
But it has to be an original song in English. And I don't know if you realize this, but English is not my first language.
Rookie move. Shouldn't have taken it out of the original packaging.
This is just the box I play with. I also have a Master Yao in a box, and it's original box, it's original box, it's original box in the closet. In a box.
Boxes.
Shocking. Okay then, Oz aside, we stick to the original plan. Original plan. Original plan. Arm up, then attack.
The original right of pardon and reinstatement my lawyers procured for him and Mr. Apini.
But any expert's gonna look at that gospel and know it's the Gutenberg original.
Mind you, the ancient Egyptians believed that one can only create a truly original perfume by adding an extra note.
We tried to keep it as close to the original as possible. Salvaged as much as we could.
This is the original.
God. Friction will break the arc back into its original stations.
Some of the stations, and we can't predict which.
DeMarco.
The Bureau's original sin eater. We came up with a plan to get out from under Arya Damian.
We need to get a copy of the original report. I think you're right.
You got the original coroner's report I sent over?
I did.
The big one in the living room?
That's an original. He can't sell that.
Decisive. Decisive.
Decisive.
Decisive.
Decisive.
Of the invaders, and in the midst of that decisive battle, a legendary hero emerged.
Because once you put the scissors in, you've then got to join it back together with sticky tape. And it bumps through the machine, so you're much more decisive about it. Decisive about it. Decisive about it.
We asked Senator Pullman's campaign manager if he's happy getting the votes of right-wingers.
Is it decisive? Is it decisive? Is it decisive? No, of course not.
Richard, the idea that any one person could have played a decisive role in the crack epidemic is absurd.
Today, we are taking decisive actions to protect the U.S. economy.
All right, gentlemen, listen here. Everything tells us the same story, from Waterloo to Omdurman, from Pickett's charge to the Battle of Marle at Tours. The first attack can and should be the decisive one. Perkins?
Yes, sir.
The men and women of the CIA suffered a terrible blow. Yesterday, we took a decisive step in bringing those responsible to justice.
You're a good doctor. I've seen what you're capable of. You're fast, you're decisive, and you're bold. And those are not the qualities of someone who needs to steal a test.
A little quesadillas.
Well, all we need is a wedding cake, and we're done. You were the most decisive bride I've ever met.
I do respect the way she handled it, though. Strong, decisive. I feel like somehow it brought us closer.
Decisive, unflinching, but most importantly, you got the two of us out of there relatively unharmed.
A leader has to be decisive, Booth. Certainly he wasn't going to wait for him to pass it.
You have unnerved the Ishveni, sir.
A worthy and unique accomplishment, I assure you.
But there's been no decisive battle.
Now, the election's only 18 months away. We need to do something bold, something decisive.
Loan.
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 Loan. Who's been knocking on every door in the city, trying to get a loan, trying to get a loan, trying to get a loan.
If we don't raise the money we need to raise, can I count on you for a loan? For a loan? For a loan?
I don't have 40 grand.
We can help with a payment plan or a medical loan. Medical loan. Medical loan. I'm really sorry.
He's saying to himself, if the bank's willing to loan me money, I must be able to afford it.
Is that a loan shark? Because you can use me as a human shield, but I'm not sure I could take him.
No.
You took care of me, Sal. You offered me a loan, gave me a restaurant.
Look, you're gonna have to renegotiate the loan.
But
Where did
you get the 3K from? It's a loan. Till we come back with 5 times that much.
On floor salary, babe, there's no way I could pay off that loan.
Yeah, not to mention the interest.
Oh, and I'm working on your loan.
I cannot approve another loan to a government which already holds significant debts.
This is not a loan.
Besides, you ever known a woman who'd loan out her diary?
Mike, what are you doing?
Dominant.
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 Manipulated, right? And the dominant position is the rigor. Yes?
Yes.
And the dominant rigor is in the controlling harness here.
He is 3 times the size of Sky, and this meadow is his turf. He's confident, dominant.
My people were well underway to repopulating the Earth and becoming the planet's dominant species.
Men, gorillas, blowfish, when they want to appear dominant, they puff themselves up.
Well, look at the body language. I mean, he's clearly in control. He's dominant. The other two, the older two, they just may adore him.
The nutmeg is dominant, yes, but it's the olfactory equivalent of a burlesque dancer.
And only you have dimples, which are adorable, but they're also an excellent dominant genetic trait.
When she returned to America, Ms. Clark applied her extensive research on dominant primates to the alphas of our urban jungle.
What do you think? What do you mean? In a dyad, one spirit is always dominant. The human or the angel.
My left hand. Teddy said the best cardiosurgeons have 2 dominant hands. It's like a superpower.
He's dorsal dominant, so I'm not going to use a plantar incision to find the artery.
First day at med school, I'll show you. You just take the bag with your dominant hand. Give a good hard squeeze every second, so.
Impatient.
Impatient.
Impatient. Impatient.
Impatient.
Impatient. Completely loyal to the cause, though, and the others almost treat Red Eye like a god.
No, you sound a bit impatient.
He's rude, impatient, distant. Seems pretty normal to me.
Bert, I've been doing the switch the same way I've done it every night for the last 10 years. You're just impatient.
I'm impatient, Anton, because I have to share a cloak with the sweaty walrus man.
You're impatient because you just want to get the show over with.
So finally they get so impatient, they just shoot him, boom, 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 put him in a fucking hole.
What do I want?
Hurry up, man. You act like you're looking for donuts.
Why are you so impatient?
I got shit to do.
Okay, well, give me
Let's go!
Fine.
Always so impatient, Francesco. Talk with them.
And I'm growing impatient.
Okay, one sec.
He may be big and loud and clumsy and annoying and impatient and hot-headed and...
I'm impatient and curt, while you somehow keep the squints motivated and productive.
Tired.
Tired, impatient.
What can I do?
I've never known you to be a person who was irrational or impatient.
Debt.
Debt. Debt. Debt.
Debt. Promptness. You have discharged your debt to me, debt to me, debt to me. You are free.
We're all well aware of what that oath has been worth. The fact remains, the debt is gone. The debt is gone. The debt is gone.
Remember, you owe me 18 cents.
The debt weighs heavily. The debt weighs heavily. The debt weighs heavily.
But it's good. It's fine because our countersuit, David, your debt problems will go away.
Why did I make it out when so many guys didn't? But I feel like there's this debt that I have to pay.
I will have fully repaid my debt to you as of my next excursion to the dry cleaner.
Actions cost you your purse. Until the debt is paid, I'm yours.
Your face saved my life. That is your debt to repay, not mine.
How is it possible? It's kind of a long story. Let's just say that the debt Robin Hood owes you has been paid.
Calm.
Calm. Calm. Calm. Calm.
Who the fuck are you people? Calm down, calm down, calm down. Cut your juice safe. Calm down, calm down, calm down.
It took me an hour to calm him down, calm him down, calm him down.
Calm down, Harvard.
Hey, whoa.
Far. Just calm down. We'll talk about this.
Team or no team? You were supposed to have her back. Mike!
Calm down.
Guys, hey, chill.
What did Captain Confidence tell you? Keep me calm.
Build rapport. Extract information.
Fully cooperative. He let us poke around without a warrant.
So he probably hit the body. If he was completely calm, he could be a psychopath.
We can't do anything without King Queen's permission.
Get a line right.
All right, let's all just calm down here.
Mick! Mick, calm down. Mick! We need them.
Mick. The man who brought him in, I think it was his nephew. We had to sedate him just to calm him down.
Whose idea was that? His nephew's?
As a matter of...
You? Take a deep breath.
No.
Calm your mind.
No, please. Please.
You know what is best. What is best is you comply.
I don't.
Promise.
Promise.
Promise. Promise. Promise.
Thea, we will handle this. I promise. I promise. I promise.
Like you promised Walter you'd always stay faithful to him?
Promise, Dad. I promise. I promise. I promise.
I won't leave you, Claire. Promise.
Get him back, please.
I will get him back. Promise.
I don't know where I am, but
I'll find you, Des.
I promise.
No matter what.
I'll come back to you.
I won't give up.
I promise.
I promise. I love you.
If you marry me, Bree Mason, I promise to love you for the rest of my life.
This will put you right to sleep. It's a very powerful herbal remedy. Now promise me you're going to use it judiciously?
Sure.
We don't want to get spanked. Yeah, we promise we'll be good.
Too late.
So long you probably forget what it even feels like or how it begins. It begins with a promise. You promise to put down the shears. I promise to forget this ever happened. And we begin again. We're safe with him. I promise.
You're not a cop. Promise me.
Promise. I'm sorry.
But my friends are gonna figure out how to fix this, I promise.
As soon as I can, I'll look at a bridge. I promise.
Okay.
Average.
Average. Average.
Average. Average.
Summer Finn was a woman. Height, average, average, average. Weight, average. Shoe size, slightly above average. For all intents and purposes, Summer Finn, just another girl. Except she wasn't.
Justin Miller. Want to be a cop? Average police response time, 12 minutes. Average time it takes for a man to bleed out, 7 minutes.
AKA Crazy 8. Way smarter than your average cheese eater. I turned him out when he was street level, but this dude's like the Jeffersons, moving on up.
The last 20 times I've done the journey, you got an average of 32 minutes and a top time of 50.
I mean, well, us. Your average person, you could be being treated by someone who's psychotic.
Your average housewife worries constantly about the dangerous people she sees on the nightly news.
My daughter does not have a weight problem. She has a little baby fat, that's all. In fact, the only problem she has is this store being completely unprepared for a perfectly average 4-year-old girl.
You're happy where you are, that's great. There's nothing wrong with being average.
I am not average.
I'm sorry, adequate, settled, comfortable, whatever you want to call it.
Do you think I'm an idiot?
No, I'd say you possess above average intelligence.
You've shipped off my only daughter.
As your average citizen, the longer you wait, the more suspicious it looks.
If there's been any irregularity...
Doubtful. Doubtful.
Doubtful.
Doubtful.
Doubtful.
Very doubtful. Very doubtful.
Doubtful. Doubtful. Doubtful.
To safer to be that which we destroy than by destruction dwell in doubtful joy. Okay, try again.
Yes, I have never been out in the field.
Exactly. Stupid fucking idea.
My point is that it's highly doubtful that I've ever been exposed.
You're right. It's doubtful those kids will survive, but if you're there, at least Octavia won't be alone.
Maybe he's collaborating with an old cellmate.
Doubtful.
Coincidence? Doubtful. What else you got?
Make yourself comfortable.
We really expect him to show his face again?
Doubtful, but we might ID the cleric you saw him with.
So, how about 11?
Highly doubtful. Try after lunch.
Perfect. I'll see you at 11.
You're talking to the wrong guy, Agent Burke. That's doubtful, but one more question.
Kyrgyzstan.
Doubtful the diamond is in my least favorite parliamentary republic.
Assure. 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 Assure.
Assure.
We're under attack here, people. You're gonna have to raise your game. I can assure you that Obama's people are all over this shit.
Look as closely as possible. Because the tricks you are about to see may not seem connected, but we assure you, they are. Is what follows 100 different tricks?
This is a hoax, right?
And this is Clinton.
I assure you, no.
No.
A contradiction in terms. That's what I keep trying to tell him.
I assure you that my intentions are purely that of the state and the party.
Angier's journal, that gesture of good faith, that's a fake.
I assure you it's not.
Do you look like her?
She was prettier, I can assure you.
Yes. But I assure Your Honor that it will in no way affect my ability to prosecute this case.
Evidence. I can call our investigator over here to lay it all out.
My friends don't like this stuff. They can swallow the fact that there are no women in the race, but this just rubs it in their face.
Well, I can assure your friends
that it is a lie.
Your answers are unique in summation.
I assure you I can handle it, Doctor.
Get away from me. Get away!
Hugo, I know you're in trouble. And I can assure you I've taken care of everything.
Me here. But I assure you, son, I'm the same man I've always been.
I remember. Look, I want to talk to Penny. Penny!
She's not here. But I assure you, both she and your son are perfectly safe.
Vacation. Vacation. Vacation.
Vacation. Vacation.
You know who figured out how to do it right? The people who live in the spots where the rest of us vacation. Vacation. Vacation.
A week, I haven't missed my daughter's volleyball game in 5 years, and I take my family on vacation whenever I want to.
October 2031.
Well, Mansfield owes me about 60 vacation days. 60 vacation days. 60 vacation days, so I'll see what I can do.
Oh, did you want to go?
You blew off a great job to go on vacation with your girlfriend. It's so stupid.
Hey. It's good, you know, it kind of feels like we're missing a musketeer, though. Listen, thought about taking a vacation?
Yeah. And your daughter corroborate all this?
She is on vacation in Kenya. No luck on Staten Island?
Not a hot destination for vacationing Emirs, apparently.
Not on vacation.
Yeah, well, I'm starting to feel like a telemarketer here.
Castle, I'm on vacation. If I wanted to investigate a murder, I would have stayed in the city.
Straight A student, no history of trouble, on a dream European vacation turns into a hooker in a ratty hotel.
I didn't even get the 2 weeks vacation pay due me.
This is Lila's busy work, man. You didn't have to tag along.
Well, I don't know how to vacation like a normal person, Diggle.
Commander Slattery said you were very helpful while I was on vacation.
We're fresh out of doctors. Look, one of them's on vacation in Vail. The other one drove his Porsche right into the dome.
Yeah, it's in the middle of Lake East Point, but still under the dome. We need a few vacation homes out there, right?
This case. I'm still waiting on the fiber evidence and the ballistics report. Are you on vacation or something?
No, I'm so sorry.
I made that for Colson.
Wow. Hey, you know, if you're looking for a vacation time bribery, will get you nowhere, because I've tried.
Injection.
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 Injection. Injection.
What do you think would happen if you skipped your morning injection? Injection. If you skipped it.
Without my ties.
Dr. Wells, the accelerator is primed and ready for particle injection.
Wow.
Don't look at me, I didn't do it.
No, of course, but you both had GH325 injections.
Lives deep inside you. Something those morning injections take away.
I thought the injections are for our health. Something happened to me. I have to take this injection every few hours or else I die.
Her heart just stopped. But this is interesting. There was a hypo-injection mark in her neck.
It does the heavy lifting at most of your state-sanctioned lethal injections.
It sounds crazy.
To bring on the heart attack, precisely. But the injection mark was lost amongst the bee stings.
Only this woman didn't die from a poison apple. She has the same injection marks as Amy Morgan.
Mobile care.
I got addicted after one injection. That could happen.
Sure. Try heroin sometime. Not try.
Oh, your skin is radiant. Who's doing your injections? No one. This is all natural.
But you're unwilling to try it?
Injection of adrenaline is a comparatively new procedure.
Enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic. Enthusiastic. Enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic.
Let me say first that the Florid campaign is still very enthusiastic about you filling the open seat for Supreme Court Justice.
I can't promise I'll allow the actual burglary, but I'm glad to see you so enthusiastic. So enthusiastic.
I cannot believe that it's your birthday next week.
Your friend Jay, he's quite enthusiastic.
I actually hate him.
What about you?
I guess.
It's nice to see you're both so enthusiastic about our adventure.
Stop it.
Hey, you two stop it.
Yep, that's the term, kind of like a company. Oh, I love Hulhauser. Don't you just love him, Celia? He's so enthusiastic and his hair is so neat.
Oh, I'm fine. I got my own passport. I'm an American. I'll be just loud, dumb, and enthusiastic.
Excellent. It's showtime. They want these assholes dead as much as we do.
They're a little less enthusiastic when we kill civilians.
The most morally ambiguous part.
Give her a chance. She's fresh, enthusiastic, has no bad habits we need to reteach.
It's a fast turnaround.
We've had some very enthusiastic bidders.
Keep trying.
I practiced with Arizona last night. She made a much more enthusiastic Derek.
I find that hard to believe.
Okay, maybe she's not that enthusiastic about it, but I told her you were coming.
Left something in the truck. Be right back.
So, he's certainly enthusiastic, huh?
Agree. Agree. Agree.
Agree.
Agree.
I say we make every moment count.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
Besides, this family's been through a lot together. We'll get through this too. All Shannons agree? All Shannons agree? All Shannons agree?
Yes.
Yep. I got a good night's sleep.
Okay. So even if I do agree, who are you gonna get to play Dad?
Hey, guys. Can we all agree that thing is a pest? Because as an exterminator, it is my job to take care of pests.
Come on, I told you it was none of your business, all right?
Look, and normally I'd agree.
I have to go, Nikita. I have to do this.
I know.
But you don't agree with me.
It's none of my business.
Even if we hunt her friends down, it will not solve the problem.
So you're saying you agree with her?
I'm saying I understand her.
So, listen, Sheldon, I was thinking, since this is going to be our first Halloween party as boyfriend and girlfriend, I thought it might be fun for us to go in a couple's costume.
I couldn't agree more.
He's out of control. He is not acting like the other Jedi. He has no respect for us. Listen, I don't agree with him either, but I don't have a better plan.
I agree with you. As he is going away, there's no need for Count Vronsky to come.
I just said so there's no need to repeat it.
It is for you to decide.
Yes, and I decided.
Then I'm very glad
That we agree, so perhaps we can stop talking about it.
Hey. You agree with this?
100%.
Moderate.
Moderate. Moderate.
Moderate.
Moderate.
Okay, I want to run questions. You moderate, you moderate, you moderate, you play Underwood.
Wear this one.
Problem is...
He's an old school tax and spend liberal. Walker ran as a moderate. Walker ran as a moderate. Walker ran as a moderate.
I've heard that moderate drinking is actually beneficial for kidney recipients.
Oh, who told you that?
Jim, we need more moderates on the staff and a summit with the Russians.
Methods. Would you prefer another form of moderate exercise?
What would you like to talk about?
No, I have a moderate problem with online gambling.
Hard-working, decent people are losing their homes. It's terribly shameful. The point is, Prime Minister, we must moderate the pace.
I moderate the discussion boards at bcircuit.com.
What have you heard? Moderate traumatic brain injury. They've located the brain swelling, so they're going to do an MRI, try to determine the extent of the damage.
We do. We're a moderate stockpile.
FEMA is assisting thousands of evacuees returning to their homes, with the exception of some moderate flooding in Georgia due to rain from the outer bands. The rest of the eastern seaboard was left virtually untouched.
Infect.
Infect. Infect. Infect. Infect.
Jesus, Cooper, do you have pink eye? Go home. You're going to infect everybody. Infect everybody. Infect everybody.
Told you.
You wanted to know what I think. This is what I think. You are all going to infect each other. Infect each other. Infect each other.
Simon produced over 40 pounds of weaponized anthrax. That's enough to infect 500,000 people. Infect 500,000 people. Infect 500,000 people.
We've lost entire cities.
When there's no more people left to infect, they go dormant. Whole cities are lost. The World Health Organization reports today.
For some idiot to infect themselves with a lethal pathogen and then...
Today.
I don't know. I guess so. Why?
The grounders sent him here with a virus to infect us.
And I knew it was the anthrax you told me about.
Then what happened?
He wanted to infect the cows so that their milk would infect anyone who drank it.
He was leaving nothing a chance. He wants to infect as many people as possible. But we have to stop him.
Need him. I mean, we're right on the verge here.
That man tried to infect this entire ship.
What's this whole human guinea pig thing gonna look like? I mean, basically, you infect the crew with the virus, you see what happens.
Yeah, but we don't want another New Orleans on our hands.
They're not looking for a shoot 'em up this time. They're trucking in the sick to infect the crowd, create a panic so that no one ever answers our call again.
In a few hours, the recombinant virus inside those eggs will be strong enough to infect 1/4 of this town.
Tops.
There's a zombie movie scale.
Yo, did you know that zombies exist in nature? There's a species of fungi that infects ants, causing the ants to attack plants that can release spores, which in turn infect new hosts.
Caution. 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 Caution.
Caution.
Following my orders, so don't expect me to follow yours. We will use caution, 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 but it is our duty to follow through on this.
Sweep and clear the rest of this hole. Use caution, use caution, use caution.
Yes, sir.
Can you help me?
Of course I can, but a word of caution, caution, caution. Ask yourself, is this something you're ready for?
You're a caution. You know what a caution is?
Yes, it is I! Come to marry my bride. And you, sir, have been taken by surprise. Caution. This next scene could get pretty graphic.
Disposal in order to realize my goals.
Clever.
But I'd caution you not to be too clever around me.
This matter demands investigation.
I would caution you to consider whom will be implicated. Actually gonna let me eat this?
You've been working so hard, off on business trips all the time. Tonight, we throw caution and cholesterol to the wind.
Nothing compared to what might happen if we affect the timeline, which means proceeding with all caution.
Drinking for months.
Have you seen him? Yeah, we moved to the corner. This building is compromised. Everybody proceed with caution.
Heavily. Transformer took some serious damage when he hit, and I've got live wires I'm trying to keep clear of.
Copy 81. Proceed with extreme caution.
Ambulance. 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 Ambulance.
Ambulance.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! Somebody!
Look at me. Look at me.
Hetty, I need an ambulance now. Ambulance now. Ambulance now.
Tom, I need you to call me an ambulance. An ambulance. An ambulance.
Okay.
Really? Yeah. Well, I mean, technically the couple died in the ambulance on the way to the hospital, but the...
I'm gonna call an ambulance.
Ambulance is on the way, Bruce.
I don't meet a lot of funny people, okay? Funny people don't drive ambulances.
We're already at worst.
Is the ambulance coming? Is it coming?
No.
You heard me.
No, I need to call an ambulance.
No, don't do that.
I'm gonna put you on speakerphone. Be good, and I'll call you an ambulance, okay? English preferred.
All units, be on the lookout for stolen ambulance 313.
That's us. So much for not running. I have to finish this. I somehow knew you were going to say that.